James drives down the lane, lost it, and then a foul. So 2 more free throws for James. Tucker frustrated now. That's going to be his 4th.
LeBron James, 2 shots.
I think there's a little too much complaining all night long with calls made by both teams.
That one goes. Wednesday on ESPN, an NBA doubleheader at 7 Eastern. One of the terrific rookies in the NBA, Luka Doncic and Trae Young. And then you got some of the great stars in the NBA, Joel Embiid and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Both live on the ESPN app, so you can watch anywhere.
I have that game Wednesday in Milwaukee. Can't wait to watch those 2 teams.
You're traveling?
Stop.
Green, Harden, Tucker, Capella, and James Ennis out there right now for the Rockets. Green has to shoot, 2 on the clock, leans in, gets it off in time, nearly puts it in, and the Lakers let it go out of bounds. Again, Lonzo Ball and Rajon Rondo playing together. Overloading on the right side, and the foul called JaVale McGee. Or a little hip check on James Harden.
And to me, LeBron called McGee over to set the screen, which would have put Capella on him as opposed to James Harden. I would much rather him just clear it out and take advantage of James Harden defensively, but that's clearly contact.
Harden finds Carmelo Anthony, who just checked back in. Shot right away. That one way off. James looks for an opening. Drives into the lane. Left-handed off the glass. He missed it. And Anthony the rebound. Harden against Rondo. Chris Paul right now on the bench for the Rockets. Now McGee picks up Harden. Steps back, open 3, got it. James Harden from downtown, he's got 28.
That's unfair for a 7-foot center to have to switch and try to guard James Harden in isolation.
James tries to answer but can't. Stevenson, the offensive board. Rondo thought about it. Anthony daring him to shoot, so he tries. And Tucker the rebound.
A good job by Carmelo Anthony, forcing him into a contested shot.
I'd run the same thing again if they're going to switch.
Bad pass from Harden, stolen by James. Rondo ahead of the pack, goes up and lays it in.
But you're right. Put JaVale McGee in the pick and roll action and force him to switch or make a decision with James Harden with the basketball in his hands.
That was the 17th turnover for the Rockets. Harden finds Tucker. Tucker straight on 3. And Stevenson skies for the rebound. Ball off the dribble, throws it up. McGee throws it down. 1-point game, and the Rockets call timeout.
Lonzo Ball turns down the shot, stays aggressive, and how about the pass? Throws it upstairs, and McGee, having a heck of a night, finishes it.
The right tech can move you. The best tech can move the world. De-stress your drive with the all-new 2019 Nissan Altima. Impossibly smart.
For I can't help falling in love with you.
Give extra, get extra.
Next stop on the F1 circuit, Austin, Texas for the U.S. Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton can clinch his 5th title if he can outscore Sebastian Vettel by 8 points. Tomorrow, 1:30 Eastern on ABC, streaming live on the ESPN app.
That's why I'm red-eyeing home, Mike, tonight.
JaVale McGee, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 5 block shots. He's played 20 minutes once again. Played 21.5 minutes in the opener. A big role for the big man. And he's come through for Luke Walton and the Lakers tonight. Stevenson, who's a good defender on Harden. Harden backing in. Finds Gordon. Gordon off the dribble. Shot clock winding down. Gordon misses. Rebound, Tucker. Chris Paul's back in the game. Anthony and Paul play catch. Shot clock at 5. Back to Anthony. Anthony's going to have to shoot it up. Contested 3. Air ball and a 24-second violation. And that's where the reset of the shot clock makes a difference.
And Houston has been, I think, very
That's when it gets dangerous, when it breaks out in a couple of different places.
Chris Paul is saying that Rondo spit on him. He's upset. I don't know whether that's true or not, but that's what he said.
That's what he's saying. You see Keith Jones, the longtime veteran athletic trainer, trying to calm him down. Paul is furious. Well, it's going to be a lot for the officials to look at. Everybody seems to now finally calm down a bit. All right, here's where it started. Officials are going to go over and watch a lot of replay. They're already started looking at it at the replay center. All right, there's the initial foul. Ingram's upset. Pushes Harden. The technical foul. Then Ingram gets in the face of Jason. You know what? I think it was Harden behind Jason Phillips. That's why he went that way.
But why did he push him to start with?
And then Paul gets in the face. Rondo throws a punch. Paul throws a punch. Ingram comes in here. He throws a punch. Those three will be suspended for those punches.
Multiple games.
And James quickly getting Paul out of it. As Mark said, when Chris Paul was over here, he said that Rondo spit on him. And again, couldn't see anything there on the replay. James and Paul, such close friends. James able to calm him down momentarily.
There's no place in the game for that, no place. Hey, you can compete.
Guys, I
you
hope
can
you're
battle,
enjoying the game.
but there's no
Please make
place
sure
for
you
that.
subscribe and like my
All right,
channel,
let's bring in
please.
Steve
Thank you.
Javy back in Secaucus. Steve, Jason Phillips and the crew over there. Just go through what you guys are looking at this point.
Yeah, right now what they're looking at obviously has how it all started, like you said, Mike. It starts with Ingram with the push of Harden. That's obviously a technical foul. Don't know what Ingram said to Phillips, but at least he has one technical foul we know for sure. Then as they're looking at the film, you're going to see Rondo and you see Paul. Obviously ejections because of punches thrown. And Ingram now comes in from the backside, throws a punch also, so he's gone no matter what. Everybody else seemed to be a peacemaker except for those three. So I think you're going to see those three ejections.
I'd be shocked if they weren't. And again, Ingram coming in outside again of that fight between these two. As the third man coming in, that's usually heavily penalized.
And they usually step in before those escalate, Mike. I think that one just got away from him quickly.
Well, there are a number of players, a number of security, and a number of team personnel, whether it was trainers or coaches, who did a good job separating people, but not before several punches were thrown by multiple players. Again, Ingram, who normally has such a calm demeanor, I mean, he's as competitive as they come, but.
And Chris Paul and Rondo have already left. You just worry, is that secret tunnel between the locker rooms shut down this year? Rockets Clippers last year.
We still have 4:13 remaining in a one-point game. Boy, it's been such a fun atmosphere tonight with the debut, and a good game back and forth, now marred by guys losing control.
And you know, old school, you look and you say, well, that's the way it used to be. And there's a point to be made there, but that's not the way it should be today. The game has changed, and rightfully so. It's a much better, cleaner game. There's no place in this game for guys to be taking, you know, all-out swings at each other.
And you look at the fight. You have Rajon Rondo and Chris Paul, two great point guards, two of the smartest players in the NBA, who just completely lost control. And now they've hurt their teams by suspensions. And again, Paul puts his finger right in Rondo's face, pushes him, and then Rondo throws the first punch. Paul retaliates, and the melee is on. Ingram coming in.
Yeah, if you're Ingram, you can't come in throwing punches. There's a way to protect your teammates without coming in there throwing a punch.
To me, he deserves to be suspended the longest.
First of all, we have a personal foul against Brandon Ingram.
And we're actually getting the explanation of what has taken place.
Foul against Brandon Ingram. He has been ejected from the game. Chris Paul has been ejected from the game. Rondo has been.
Mike, with the explanation after they just described what took place.
Well, two technical fouls on Ingram in addition to the personal foul, so he's ejected. Technical foul on both on Rondo and Chris Paul. They're ejected. Houston will get 2 free throws, and then they'll take it out of bounds.
And the interesting thing is, if you look at it, James Harden should be shooting 1 free throw. It should be an and 1. So that's been taken out.
They called it before the shot.
That's what initially Harden was upset about, and then Ingram walked toward Harden as Harden was going to argue the call.
But you're right, before the shot, but he never put the ball back down.
No, I agree with you. I thought it was continuation, but they ruled it was not.
They're not going off putting the ball back down anymore. It's more if he gathers.
Yeah, he gathered.
I thought he'd already gathered.
It appeared like he did. So 2 technical free throws here for Houston, and they'll get the ball. See, now I don't know on seeing that one. I think he may have committed the foul before the gather on that.
And you know what? It's so hard.
Right.
Those are bang plays. But
just for everybody to lose it. And again, you wonder what motivated Ingram to start with that first shove.
But Mike, if I'm suspending and I'm in the office, guy coming in from behind, he's going to be gone multiple games.
Yeah, the one who escalates the altercation is the one that usually gets the harshest punishment. Lance Stephenson, little shake and bake, pull-up jumper. Ball trying to keep it alive. Boy, Ball has had a very strong game.
He's got his bounce back a little bit. Much more speed. I thought he looked like he's lumbering at times early on, but he got it back.
Harden draws the foul. The whistle was a bit late. That angers the crowd. Hart obviously disagrees with it. And that's 3 fouls on Hart. Harden's going to shoot more free throws.
But it is contact. He comes off the screen and Hart goes into his body. That's contact. That's a tough call, but it's the right call.
Yeah, it's a little closer there than you would think based on Harden's contorting of the body. But listen, when officials have an incident like they just had, both teams got to understand, take that thing to the basket, any type of contact, they're going to call it a lot tighter.
No question. Harden, meanwhile, misses 2 free throws. Harden's missed 5 free throws tonight. He's 11 of 16. He has 30 points. And his Rockets are up 4 with 3:40 to go. Make that 31 for James Harden.
And by the way, Kiki Vandeweghe is here.
Yes,
the
he is.
dean of discipline.
Backdoor, Kuzma with a reverse slam.
Good quality half-court set. A lot of man movement and ball movement. Kuzma with the big-time finish.
9 points for Kuzma. Crowd back into it big time after that altercation. Eric Gordon off the dribble. The runner. Shot misses. Anthony's tip won't go. Ball knocked loose. Capella. Clint Capella cleans it up and throws it down. 19 points for Capella and 10 rebounds.
And I don't care if you're big or small as a team. When you get a stop, you have to rebound collectively. That time, we didn't see 5 guys in purple and gold going after that defensive rebound.
James crossover, spins, drives, and a foul on Capella before the shot. The Rockets are in the penalty. Some more free throws for LeBron James.
See the drive attempt by Gordon and keeping the basketball alive, and Capella, the biggest guy on the floor.
But they absolutely missed a loose ball foul on Carmelo Anthony. A 2-hand push to LeBron James. Blatant push.
An eventful home debut for LeBron James, now with 23 points.
The crowd is standing.
Back to 2. Hart falls down. Ball picks up Harden. Shot clock at 5. Corner to Tucker. Open 3. P.J. Tucker hits a big 3-pointer and the Rockets go up 5.
Poor communication defensively, leaving P.J. Tucker a shot he works on every day with a wide open corner 3.
Tucker now harassing James. Harden switches on him. 7 to shoot. James kicks it out. Ball for 3. Harden the rebound.
What a possession defensively by P.J. Tucker, both on the ball and off the ball.
5-point game, under 2 minutes to go. Harden's got 31 tonight. Harden the drive, kicks it out. Tucker tries another three. Stevenson the rebound. Stevenson drives down the lane, coast to coast, won't go. A foul though, a whistle before the follow as Stevenson got knocked to the floor.
Rockets upset, felt like Lance Stevenson used that off arm to eliminate Capella. Let's take a look on the replay. He did, but I'm not sure if I want that if I'm the Rockets or the opposing team.
Capella losing his sneaker. That's his third foul. Big free throws here for Lance Stevenson. Stevenson in his first year with the LA Lakers. It's his 7th team and 8th stop in 9 years. Been bouncing around the NBA for quite some time after his initial 4 years with Indiana. Misses the second, and Harden the rebound.
Well, good job by James Harden getting in there for that rebound. Because those long rebounds with those guards, that's their responsibility.
Both teams with multiple timeouts. Both teams in the penalty. Shot clock at 5. Harden steps back, puts up a three. It goes, bounces and drops through. James Harden from downtown. And the Rockets have some breathing room. 34 points for the MVP.
James Harden milked the clock all the way down, getting his rhythm, little step back, and a fortuitous bounce and roll to give the Rockets a 7-point lead.
Budweiser and Jim Beam introduced the Budweiser Reserve Copper Lager. A rich lager aged on Jim Beam bourbon barrel staves with hints of vanilla and caramel rye, followed by a deliciously smooth finish.
Oh, take a gander at this KFC Crispy Kernel Sandwich $5 fill-up. This KFC meal comes with wedges, cookie, and a drink. Everything in this collection costs $5. That would be at least $7 at a burger place. All this variety goes for just $5. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Back in the Staples Center, if you're just tuning in, this led to ejections after a foul call on Brandon Ingram. He comes back and he pushes James Harden. With that, Chris Paul sticks a finger in Rondo's face and throws a punch. Paul then threw another punch. Ingram comes into the scrum. He throws a punch. All three of those players were ejected as multiple technical fouls handed out, and all three players will no doubt be suspended. And as Jeff mentioned, most likely for multiple games. Kuzma drives down, off the glass, banks it in. Well, a splendid move from Kyle Kuzma. Back to 5. 7 Lakers in double figures, but they need a stop right now. Again, Harden letting it go down. Drives into the lane, running layup, banks it home. Big buckets for James Harden.
This guy is an incredible offensive weapon.
Hart tries to answer, misses. Capella the rebound.
They have to trap him or foul. Can't let him run the clock down again.
Makes no sense what they're doing right now. They're basically surrendering the game.
Down to 25 seconds. Gordon jab step, drives, layup, rolls in. And that makes it a 9-point game, and that will do it. James Harden, big buckets with 36 points in a game that was marred by a number of punches thrown and players ejected. And LeBron's James's home debut spoiled by the Houston Rockets. A wild bunch of events here at the Staples Center on opening night. The home opener for the Lakers ends in defeat.
All right, thank you guys for watching the stream. I appreciate it. Have a good night, everybody.
And of course, the story for tomorrow, the NBA will take a